Welcome to All Nighter with Allison. Princeton's first and only live late night talk show. Please take your seat, silence your cell phone, and stop tickling your neighbor, you devil. Before we begin, we'd like to thank our generous sponsor. All Nighter with Allison Light is made possible by 300 Angry Men. In this mashup of the 2006 film 300 and the 1957 courtroom drama 12 Angry Men, 300 enraged Spartan soldiers square off against the greatest enemy imaginable, an inherently biased criminal justice system. Critics rave. If you've ever wondered how 300 Spartans in peak physical condition would debate the facts of a 20th century murder trial, this is the movie for you. Packing exactly 25 times the emotional punch of 12 Angry Men, 300 Angry Men will challenge any preconceived notions you have about the number of angry men that can reasonably be fit into a 2-hour film. Thank you. And now, welcome out your all-nighter host, Allison
episode planned for you guys tonight. We're going to talk with our professor guest, Deborah Amos. She is a journalism professor here at Princeton, a Middle East correspondent for NPR, and heiress to the famous Amos cookie fortune, probably. We're going to have student guest Kyle Lang, class of 2019. He ran across the country this summer to raise money for charity. So on this episode, we're going to teach him how to drive. And then last but not least, we're going to be delighted by a performance from Princeton's Bhangra. Woo! But of course, I can't do any of this without my trusty co-host. So let me welcome out the incredible Ankita Ghoshal.
Snapchat from Toni Morrison.
Well, that's so cool that you're such good friends with her.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she just sends me selfie after selfie with the dog filter. I mean, like, read a book, Toni. But we have a streak of 60, and I feel like if we get to 100, I can put it on my resume.
Wow, I can't wait to network with you after the show. So, obviously, so much has happened in the news since our last episode, and it would be impossible to cover everything, but even the past couple of weeks have been crazy. Influential film executive Harvey Weinstein was ousted from his company after dozens of women came forward to substantiate claims of sexual assault. When asked to comment on the Weinstein scandal, President Trump tweeted, "No one should have their life destroyed by such scum. Thoughts and prayers with Mr. Weinstein." In the northern region of Spain, Catalonia, they recently symbolically declared independence. But world leaders don't expect the move to stick. Catalonia will try cooking for itself for a few weeks, realize it misses human companionship, and end up signing into terrorists. Moving away from politics, a new scientific study has found that taking psychedelic mushrooms may be helpful for those struggling with depression. The same team of scientists later reported that taking even more psychedelic mushrooms may be helpful for those struggling to fight off a team of purple horse people.
Hey, those purple horse people were no joke. I would have made it out of there without portobellos.
In other science news, a penguin colony in Antarctica suffered a massive breeding failure after all but 2 of its chicks starved to death. A documentary about the tragedy is in the works, working title, Funeral March of the Penguins. Last week, there was a car chase in St. Louis, Missouri, because 3 women stole over $7,000 worth of merchandise from Victoria's Secret. Ultimately, authorities were able to apprehend the bandits by setting up a booby trap. Emory University has just published a handwritten collection of love letters from Barack Obama to his college girlfriend. In them, he writes things like, My regard for you is as wide as the air, my confidence in you as deep as the sea, my love rich and plentiful. To which she wrote back, "New mailbox, who dis?" Now, in local news, the Daily Princetonian has made the controversial announcement that it will restructure its editorial board. This comes as a devastating shock to fans of the board's bold stances like, "We need more campus spirit," and "We support USG movies." And finally, we all received the email this week from USG that certain students have access to everyone's Tiger book histories. I would just like to take this moment to clarify that my computer recently glitched, even though it shows that I searched someone 200 times, I do not have an obsession with John Garcia, 2020 of Chicago, Illinois, and C304 Wendell Hall, roommates Aiden, Derek, and Joseph.
Who has that list? Now I can finally find out how many times John Hamm has searched my home address.
No, Ankita, John Hamm is an actor. This is Tiger Book. He's not on Tiger Book.
Not if you install the plugin, Allison.
Already learning so much. Let's get started!